Queer cinema has evolved from subtextual whispers to loud, unapologetic celebrations of desire. Yet, for every mainstream breakthrough, there exists a trove of films that offer raw, intimate portrayals of lesbian life often overlooked by general audiences. From heart-wrenching coming-of-age tales to steamy psychological thrillers, these movies explore the complexity of female connection with unflinching honesty. Here are the top 10 lesbian movies you may have missed but shouldn't have. Number 10. The Miseducation of Cameron Post, 2018. Desiree Akhavan's adaptation of Emily M. Danforth's novel is a searing look at conversion therapy in the 1990s. Chloe Grace Moretz plays Cameron, a teenage girl sent to a disciplining center after being caught with another girl at prom. The film avoids melodrama, instead focusing on the subtle horrors and dark humor of institutionalized homophobia. Akhavan approaches the subject with a deft hand, balancing the oppressive atmosphere with genuine camaraderie among the outcast teens. Jennifer Eel delivers a chillingly restrained performance as Dr. Lydia Marsh, the headmistress whose belief in her own righteousness makes her terrifying. The film doesn't treat its characters as mere victims, but as resilient individuals finding ways to survive. It is a sobering reminder of a recent past that still echoes today. Number 9. Appropriate Behavior, 2014. Desiree Akhavan stars, writes, and directs this sharp-witted comedy drama about Shireen, a bisexual Persian-American woman navigating family expectations and a messy breakup. Trying to balance her traditional family's ignorance with her life as a Brooklyn hipster, Shirin attempts to move on from her ex-girlfriend while teaching filmmaking to rebellious teens. The film is a refreshing antidote to the tragic queer trope, offering a protagonist who is flawed, selfish, and deeply relatable. Akhavan's humor is dry and observational, mining comedy from the awkwardness of code-switching between different cultural worlds. The film's honesty about the fluidity of sexuality and the messiness of modern relationships makes it a standout in indie cinema. It's a portrait of a young woman refusing to be defined by a single identity. Number 8. But I'm a Cheerleader, 1999. Jamie Babbitt's satirical comedy became a cult classic for its candy-colored aesthetic and biting critique of reparative therapy. Natasha Lyonne stars as Megan, a cheerleader sent to True Directions, a camp designed to cure homosexuality through rigid gender role reinforcement. There, she meets Graham, played by Clea Duvall, and falls in love. The film functions as a live-action cartoon, using pastel pinks and blues to visualize the absurdity of enforced gender norms. While the humor is broad, the romance between Leon and Duvall provides a grounded, emotional core. RuPaul's turn as a ex-gay camp counselor is a highlight, adding layers of irony to the production. Though misunderstood upon release, it is now recognized as a ahead-of-its-time piece of queer camp. Number 7. Bound, 1996. Before The Matrix, the Wachowskis made their directorial debut with this sultry neo-noir thriller. Jennifer Tilly plays Violet, a mobster's girlfriend who seduces her tough-as-nails neighbor Corky, played by Gina Gershon. Together, they hatch a plot to steal $2 million from the mafia and escape together. Bound is a masterclass in tension and visual style. The chemistry between Tilly and Gershon is palpable, and the filmmakers treat their relationship with the same intensity as the heist mechanics. The film famously broke ground for its explicit and respectful portrayal of lesbian sex, choreographed with the same precision as the action scenes. It redefined the heist genre by placing queer desire at the center of the narrative without making it the source of the conflict. Number 6. Water Lilies, 2007. Celine Sciamma's debut feature is a tender, observant coming-of-age story set in the suburbs of Paris. The film follows Marie, a 15-year-old obsessed with synchronized swimming, who develops a crush on Floriane, the beautiful and confident team captain. As summer unfolds, the girls navigate the murky waters of desire, jealousy, and sexual awakening. Sciamma rejects the male gaze entirely, capturing the awkwardness and intensity of female adolescence with remarkable authenticity. There are no dramatic contrivances, only the quiet, painful realization that growing up means losing parts of yourself. The film's use of water as a metaphor for fluid identity and submerged emotion is visually stunning. Water Lilies remains a touchstone for its honest depiction of the confusing, often painful nature of first love. Number 5. Pariah, 2011. Dee Reese' feature debut introduced the world to Adepero Oduye, who delivers a breakout performance as a Like, a black teenager in Brooklyn navigating her identity as a butch lesbian. As Ilik experiments with her presentation and sexuality, she clashes with her strict mother while trying to find her voice through poetry. Pariah is a deeply personal film that avoids stereotypes, offering a nuanced look at the intersections of race, gender, and sexuality. The tension between Alike and her mother is heartbreaking, portraying a love that struggles to accept reality. Reese's direction is assured and empathetic, allowing Alike's journey to unfold with grace. The film's ending is a moment of pure triumph, suggesting that while acceptance from family is vital, self-acceptance is the ultimate survival mechanism. Number 4. Disobedience, 2017. Sebastian Lelio directs Rachel Weisz and Rachel McAdams in this adaptation of Naomi Alderman's novel. Weisz plays Ronit, a photographer who returns to her Orthodox Jewish community after her father's death, reigniting a forbidden romance with her childhood friend Esti, now married to a rabbi. The film is a study in repression and the suffocating power of tradition. The performances are subtle yet explosive, particularly McAdams, who conveys a lifetime of repressed desire through small gestures. The now iconic spit scene during sex is a daring artistic choice that symbolizes the transgressive nature of their passion within a culture that demands purity. Disobedience explores how faith and sexuality can coexist in conflict, asking whether it is possible to return to a place that once rejected you. Number 3. The Handmaiden, 2016. Park Chan-wook's erotic thriller is a visually sumptuous con game set in 1930s Korea during the Japanese occupation. A handmaiden named Suk-hee is hired to serve a Japanese heiress, Lady Hideko, but is secretly involved in a plot to defraud her. As the plan unfolds, the two women form a bond that shifts the power dynamics in unexpected ways. The film is a twisty, labyrinthine narrative that constantly subverts the audience's expectations. Park's visual style is opulent, contrasting the lush gardens and silk kimonos with the grime of the plot's underbelly. The relationship between the two women evolves from manipulation to genuine love, culminating in scenes of intense eroticism that drive the plot forward. The Handmaiden is a masterpiece of genre filmmaking that uses lesbian romance as a tool for liberation and revenge. Number 2. Portrait of a Lady on Fire, 2019. Céline Sciamma's period romance is widely considered one of the greatest queer films ever made. Set in late 18th century France, it follows Marianne, a painter commissioned to paint the wedding portrait of Héloïse without her knowing. As Marianne observes Héloïse to capture her likeness, a profound romance ignites during the few days they have left together. The film is a meditation on the female gaze, focusing intensely on the act of looking and being looked at. There are no men in the film for long stretches, creating a rare cinematic space entirely dedicated to female subjectivity. The burning of the portrait and the orchestral swell of Vivaldi's Four Seasons provide an emotional climax that is devastating. It is a ghost story about a love that survives only in memory and art. Number 1. Blue is the Warmest Color, 2013. Abdelatif Kechiche's Palme d'Or winning caused a sensation for its raw depiction of a relationship between Adele, a high school student, and Emma, a blue-haired art student. Spanning several years, the film captures the ecstatic highs and the devastating, messy dissolution of their love with unprecedented intimacy. The film is famous for its extended, graphic sex scenes, but its true power lies in the central performance by Adele Exarchopoulos, whose every facial expression conveys a universe of emotion. Kechiche uses a verité style to make the audience feel like voyeurs in Adele's life, experiencing the joy and physical toll of heartbreak firsthand. While controversial for its production, the final product remains a visceral, overwhelming experience about how a single relationship can define the trajectory of a life. These films prove that lesbian stories are not monolithic. They span genres, tones, and styles. From the comedic to the catastrophic, each movie offers a unique window into the female experience. They remind us that while love is universal, the journey to find it is deeply personal. Thanks for watching.